What's going on, guys? It's your boy Big Hero Chris back at you with another one. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, give me a thumbs up, ring the notification bell, hit me up on Twitter, TikTok, the community post. You already know the vibes, man. And I'm back at you with your Smackdown review, aka the Bloodline show, and that's definitely what this show was, the Bloodline show. So this is picking up from Crown Jewel, which took place this past weekend. And we had Solo Sikoa beat Roman Reigns clean as a sheet in the middle of the ring, 1, 2, 3. So there's going to be an acknowledgement ceremony. But not only that, we're also dealing with the backlash of what happened between Sami and Roman. You had the OG Bloodline looking like they were about to put hands and feet on Solo Sikoa, but Sami Zayn accidentally kicked Roman Reigns in the face. So now we're picking up where we left off there. You have Jimmy and Roman come out first. They're interrupted by Jey Uso. Jey says, "Listen, man, hear me out. This has been a big misunderstanding. Let's just hear Sami out. Let's just hear Sami's side of the story." And Sami says that of course it was a mistake that Sami kicked Roman in the face, but Sami goes on to say that it did feel good standing alongside the Usos and Roman Reigns one more time, in the middle of the ring. And Sami said he felt that old spark. He felt something special. It felt like old times back when Jey was the hater of the year, back when him and Jimmy did the secret handshake, and back when Roman was looking all cool and buff and whatnot. And this was one of those moments where you could tell Sami was trying his absolute best to break everybody in the ring, especially Roman. Like, he was trying to get Roman to say that he loved Sami. Roman would not budge, but you could see that he was cracking. Jey was in the back cracking up. And Sami ultimately says that, look, no matter what happens, man, whether Roman wants Sami to have nothing to do with the Bloodline, he's cool with that. But if Roman wants Sami to help the Bloodline and fight alongside him once again, he's down with that too. Only condition is that Roman apologizes to Jey. And Jey has this look on his face like, that would sound nice, hearing an apology from the tribal chief. And Roman says he is sorry. Sorry that he allowed Jey to waste his time with all this bull crap. And Jey just has this look on his face like, you motherfucker. All you had to do was just apologize. And Sami walks away to the back. Jey looks angry. Jimmy's like, yo, what is going on? You cut to the back with Roman talking to Jey. He's like, listen, man, we tried this. It didn't work. Jey's like, yo, what are you doing? And Jey said that he's tired of the disrespect. He gave Roman that one shot, and Roman failed. And Jimmy's looking like, yo, man, you're on your own, big dog. So we constantly cut to the back, with Roman in his locker room, contemplating life, wondering what happened, what he did wrong. He's doing that thing with his nose where he just, wrinkles his nose up a lot, and he's rubbing his forehead and all that crap. So then you also see Jacob Fatu on the big screen. He says, listen, Solo's not going to come out when Roman wants him to come out. Solo's going to come out on his own time. So we cut to the main event segment, which is indeed the acknowledgement ceremony of Solo Sikoa, where he will officially announce himself as the tribal chief. And Roman comes out and interrupts the whole thing and says that the people don't acknowledge him. Roman doesn't acknowledge him. And he actually challenges him to a match. Winner takes all. Whoever wins will be the only tribal chief. And Solo laughs in this man's face because he already pinned him. He already beat him. He has absolutely no reason to fight him one-on-one. However, the challenge is laid out for Survivor Series War Games, the Bloodline Civil War Part 2. Solo says that he has his boys, he has his warriors ready. He has Jacob, he has the Tongans, and he also said he has Sami Zayn in his back pocket. That Solo was playing everybody from jump, that Sami was not accidentally kicking Roman in the face, and it looked like Sami was turning heel. So then you had the Bloodline beating up Roman. The Usos come out to make the save. Solo has Roman held up. He wants Sami to kick him in the face once again, but Sami turns again and he kicks Solo in the face. And then you see the new Bloodline fighting off with the OG Bloodline, with the OG Bloodline standing tall. Jey throws up the ones, Jimmy throws up the ones, and then Sami and Roman go face to face, and they both throw up the ones with all of them standing united, not with Roman standing in the forefront, but all of them standing shoulder to shoulder as a family. The OG Bloodline is back, and it's looking like it's on and popping. Survivor Series War Games. Not only will it be War Games, but it will be the Bloodline Civil War. OG Bloodline versus Solo's Bloodline. I'm assuming this is for, you know, the right to be the tribal chief, I guess. I don't know, but we just gotta wait and see. But I'm liking all of this. I'm liking the Bloodline storyline. I like the fact that Roman is still a dickhead. Even though he's a face now, he's not like doing that thing that wrestlers normally do where they just have a whole personality transplant and they just act totally different. Roman is still the same Roman, but he's just a face now. And you do realize that Roman does have to change, and it's more of a natural change instead of it just being out of nowhere. Roman's just happy-go-lucky. He's, you know, he's the nice cousin now. He's the nice tribal chief. He's a good R-Truth. It's more natural. It feels more real. So I do like that. As far as the rest of this episode of SmackDown goes, we had a whole bunch going on. It was pretty much, outside of it being Bloodline night, it was also Ladies night. We had a match between Bayley and Candice LeRae, where Bayley won with the most devastating move in all sports entertainment, the surprise roll-up. And Candice is constantly trying to rub up to Nia Jax, and it looks like she's trying to edge Tiffany Stratton out the way so she can be right under Nia Jax. So that's something to be on the lookout for. Speaking of Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton, they had a tag team match against Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair, and it looked like Candice LeRae was coming out to help Tiffany and Nia, but Tiffany was like, no, I don't need your help, I can win on my own, which was cap because she could not win on her own. Jade ended up hitting the KOD and got the win for her team. You also had Naomi come out and helping out the big three, because Naomi is going to have an opportunity to beat Nia Jax next week for the WWE Women's Championship. Will that happen? Probably not. But speaking of championships, speaking of the women, speaking of the ladies, Nick Aldis made the announcement that it is official. The women officially have a mid-card championship. Man, this is something a lot of people have been asking for the longest time. It is the Women's United States Championship. And I think Michael Cole said that it is going to be defended across both brands. So it's going to be defended on Raw and SmackDown, possibly NXT. I don't know, but that is something to be on the lookout for. So you already have people saying who they want to be champion. My picks are between Mia Yim and Chelsea Green. Like, those are my top two picks for, you know, who I think should be the new Women's United States Champion. So speaking of championships, we have the new WWE Tag Team Champions, Motor City Machine Guns. They're in the back. They're talking to Johnny Gargano. Johnny's like, yo, man, I'm happy for you guys. I'm happy to see you guys here. And I can't wait to get another shot at the tag team titles. And they're like, yeah, we're happy for you too, man. But then you have Ciampa come out. He's looking crazy. He's bald and whatnot. And he's saying, like, why are you happy for these guys? We got to beat them by any means necessary. We got to get those tag team titles back. And then you fast forward to DIY taking on Pretty Deadly. Yes, boy. And this was pretty much a handicap match, but in favor of DIY, because you had Tommaso Ciampa pretty much beat Pretty Deadly by himself. Like, Johnny Gargano didn't get no offense in, he didn't tag in, none of that. Ciampa won. And then later in the night, you have a match between the Motor City Machine Guns and A-Town Down Under, and this is a really good match. And it's still blowing me the fact that the Motor City Machine Guns are in WWE and they're the new WWE Tag Team Champions. Like, this is like, this doesn't make sense, but I like it, you know what I'm saying? And the match between these two teams was actually really good. To the surprise of nobody, the Motor City Machine Guns won. After the match, you see them talking to DIY again, but then the Street Profits pull up, and they said that the Street Profits said that they talked to Nick Aldis, and next week it is going to be for the WWE Tag Team Championships. The Street Profits taking on the Motor City Machine Guns, and Ciampa is getting more and more pissed off. I don't know if it's going to be a heel turn. I don't know if I can handle another one of these, because you have a lot of these going on between Ciampa and the possibility of the New Day breaking up. And not only that, but you have the whole storyline going on between Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. Now, Randy and Kevin were supposed to have a match at Crown Jewel. The match never happened because Kevin Owens just went crazy and just attacked Randy. So this week, Randy's pulling up. He's saying he wants to whoop Kevin Owens' candy ass. And he calls out Kevin. You have referees and officials trying to hold back Kevin, but they end up getting into a big fight. And Kevin by God Owens, hit a pile driver on Randy Orton. Now, I'm pretty sure you're wondering why is this such a big deal. I'll tell you why. Because the pile driver in WWE has been a banned move. Outside of the tombstone that the Undertaker uses, the actual pile driver has been a banned move in WWE. Like, the only person I've seen hit a proper pile driver was CM Punk when he wrestled John Cena many years ago. And we've seen like Canadian shortages here and there, but to see an actual proper pile driver used, it was something special. Like, the timeline was going crazy, and the fact that you had Randy Orton sell this like he died, like he's paralyzed, like he's being put on a stretcher. Cody Rhodes is out there crying. They're taking him to a local medical facility, and they're selling this like this is death. And this is going even further into the whole thing where Triple H warned Randy that Kevin Owens is on some different time. Like, he's on demon time right now. He's got the fire in his eyes, bro. So the fact that they are selling this like death, like they're selling Kevin Owens like he's just a psychotic murderer killer. Beautiful. It's beautiful to see, man. You absolutely love to see it. So I think that's that, man. That's all I had to talk about from SmackDown. It was an overall fun show. We had Bloodline Cinema and pile drivers and new championships, man. What more could you possibly ask for? But with that being said, guys, what did you think of this week's episode of SmackDown? Let me know in the comment section below. Of course, as always, like, comment, subscribe. You guys take care. I'm out. Peace.